What's up, YouTube? I know it's been a while. It's been a minute. Car content is coming soon with the Civic. I ran into some issues with the Civic, with the registration and all that, so I can't drive the car right now, but we got the bike. So let's do what we gotta do with the bike. Oh, and the car was also at the shop, but that's gonna be in a separate video. I'll talk about it later. Let's focus on what we're doing today, because I know whoever's watching this video is here for the bike, not for the car. So we're gonna install my new exhaust, as you guys seen by the title, and I gotta take everything off, everything, and I'm not ready for it. So let me sit you guys down and then we'll get to work. Today's not gonna be fun. As you guys can see, I'm in the sun right now and it's hot. I've been here for like 5 minutes and I'm already starting to sweating. So, but let's get straight into the video. Here we have the new exhaust that's gonna be on the bike, going on the bike, and it looks so good. We can finally get rid of this thing. This is no bueno, man. It's quiet as hell. It sounds like a lawnmower and I don't like it, my baby. So let's get prepped up. We gotta take this whole side off, this fairing over here. I wish it was a naked bike, that way I don't gotta take none of this off, but unfortunately we have to. So there's clips, there's Allen bolts, there's a lot of stuff that we gotta take off. So let's get to do that. And a video on reviewing these, the new clip-ons. In my previous video, you guys can watch that. We got the 600R clip-ons for a more aggressive stance. The other ones were up here, super high, and now they're a lot more aggressive now. So go watch that video if you're interested. You guys can see from the front. Yep, beautiful. Before we start doing stuff, let's give you guys a little cold start so you guys can hear the before and after. So 1, 2, 3. All right, that's it. We don't want it to get hot. We only have like 600 miles right now. Let me see. Is this even focusing? No, it's not. Let me see. There you go. Now you guys can see. I gotta turn it back on so you guys can see. It's like at 700 right now. I already got my first service done at 600. So, but let me show you guys. 708. We got 708 on the dash. All right, so I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I already removed all the hardware that I'm supposed to remove this entire fairing, but I'm having an issue up here because on this corner up here it's still in there and I don't know how it comes off. So because it already opens up down here and down there is all loose. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I don't see nothing in there that's holding it. And I also remove the clip, that's the bolt that goes up here, thinking that was it, but nope. All right, so we already got it out. Trust me, I'm gonna tell you right now, to get these two clips out from here, it was a pain in the butt because you have to like push it forward. So what I did was I just opened it, you know, I pulled the fairing out, then I grabbed the flathead. I seen the little clip that pushes into here and I just pushed it forward and then it just popped right out. So I suggest you guys do that so y'all don't break it. Now I believe we have to loosen up the radiator so we can push it forward a little bit so we can get to the header bolts back here. And yep, gotta remove it from down here, move this up, and that's it. Let's do that. So before I take this one off, I'm gonna get down here, break this one loose, the O2 sensor. That way that's loose. Oh, that wasn't even tight at all. I thought it was gonna be tighter than that, but hey, I'm not mad. I ain't mad, man. Okay, so now let's get back here, get that 10 out. I need a radiator guard. The one I ordered from Amazon, that thing don't work. It's no bueno. And there's a lot of bugs on here. And I see some rock chips. You know, not rock chips, but you guys know what I mean. This does not give us a lot of play, but let's see if we can work with that. So this is gonna be a hard time because this don't have power. This ratchet is small as hell, and I broke my bigger ratchet, the one that fits these. I think these are 3/8, I don't know, something like that. So now I have to do this, put this one in here and sneak this back here. Let's see. Through here. There you go. Let's go to the other one, all the way back there. That one's loose. After they're all loose, I can just go back in there and remove it with the small one. Would have been nice to have power tools. That way I can get that out, but I guess it's not happening. Now we can go in with this one. By hand, we can probably remove it. There you go. That's loose. No, I'm not even gonna remove it all the way because I don't know if there's something else down here. Yeah, see, I think, no. This one right here is holding on the exhaust up there. And I think that's it. I think there's only one on the mount back here. Probably one on the other side. Oh my God. Hopefully I can get to the other side. I'll show you guys in a few. If we have to go to that side and get a bolt out, I'm gonna show you guys. Because my bike is on the stands and it's next to the ladder, to the stairs. So hopefully we can get over there. All right, so I ended up moving the bike up a little bit more. I pulled it. There is another bolt. I got my tripod on, so I can't really show it, but there's another bolt right here, down there, that's holding on this big, massive part of the exhaust. So let's get that out. Then the exhaust should drop down. Then we can just unplug the oxygen sensor, disconnect it, and start building the new exhaust. So now we got this hanging here. Just gotta take this off. There you go. That's out. Connection is good. Now we just pull this thing out. Damn, this thing is heavy. God damn. And the good part is that while I was doing this, my gaskets came in right here. These are my new gaskets for the headers in there. Because look at the old ones. These are one-time use. Because they're thick, but once you put them in and you press them in, they form into the, you know, they cover what they need to cover so we don't have any leaks. So that's why they call them one-time use, because look how rounded this one is and perfect. And then these are all smashed and crooked, so that's why you change them. So moving on to the new exhaust, as you guys can see some numbers on here. There's also numbers on here. You can see this is number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1. So number 1 is the far right side header on that side. Not header, cylinder, whatever you want to call it. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you guys seen in the stock exhaust, the far right one is the longest one. I know there's no instructions in here, so, but I know that's how it goes, because that's the longest. That one over there is the longest, and then they go getting smaller. So this one attaches to 1 and 2. This one goes to 3 and 4, and then connects to both of these. Connect to this, and then this goes on here. So we're gonna start off with number 1. So for the new gaskets, what I did was to hold them in place, because you got to put them in there first before you take them out, before you put them in, you know, because you can't put the pipe in and hold it at the same time, because they're going to keep falling out. So what I did was I grabbed a little bit of this lubricant that came in the kit for the muffler, for the exhaust. So I just put a little bit on the new gaskets. So I put them on, that way they can stick in there. If I'm supposed to do that, I don't know, but that's what I did, just to hold it in place for when I put the pipe in. That way they don't keep falling out, you know. Number 1, all the way over here. Put that thing in there. So I'm back. I got all of these in there. They're not tight yet, because you don't want to tighten anything yet. You want to put everything on first, and then you start tightening everything. That way everything is how it's supposed to be, and you have no leaks nowhere. So let's get the other pieces that go here, then we can put them on, put the clamps on, the springs that hold them right here, and then we should be good to put the big piece in the back. And this one, yeah, it goes like this. That one goes there, that one goes there. I'll put them all the way in, just for now. Once we put the springs on, it's gonna hold it in place, so no big deal with that. Here we got the big boy. This one goes in here. But you know what? Let me do it like this first. Whoop, I don't think this is gonna be easy. Oh, there you go. See, this is why you want everything loose, because you want to have room. You know, you want to be able to remove it and then put it back on. So now I'm just gonna put it on this one. I don't know, man. I don't know, because this is how it goes. Yeah, O2 sensors up here. I need to get a plug for this one, because we only have one O2 sensor. We don't have two like in the UK and the other states, the other countries. So we might not have a cold start today, because we're gonna have an air leak through here, exhaust leak. So huge turn off. But I know this goes back there like that. Yep. Let's see. Let's see if we can line everything up on here. There you go. Then this one goes in there. Goes in a little bit more. We have the bolt still doesn't go in over there, but I guess once we start to tighten everything up, we'll be able to do that. All right, so I already tightened these down to specs. They not tighten them, torque them down to spec. Already got the springs on down there, as you guys can see. I already put the bolt down there in the back to hold this. Now we just have to put this one in there. Come on, there you go. And attach the last spring right there. Put my foot peg back on. That way we can hold it there. I forgot to paint them black. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't forget. I was looking for a black one, the exhaust hanger that we can use to put on. That way I didn't have to put my OEM foot peg back on. But that's what we're gonna have to do for now. Let me put that spring on. We're also gonna put this on here, right there, for a cleaner look. And it's gonna look something like this. And that is beautiful. Start from the top. Just go straight down. There you go. That's on there. Pick these up. Man, I'm tired. I need to get this done. And mind you guys, I did this with no instructions, no nothing, so I have a lot of stuff over there. Probably extra stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I did what I could. Alright, I already got the bike back in one piece. The only issue is that my foot pegs is at the storage unit, so we're not gonna be able to put that on. So, huge bummer. But hey, doesn't it look good? Looks amazing. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Chat, I cheated because I heard it already for like 5 seconds, because I wanted to see if I had any exhaust leaks before I put the fairings on and everything. That way I don't have to take it off again. So I turned it on for a little bit. I checked if I heard anything. Sounds Gucci. Turned it off, put everything back on. Now we gotta send out the ECU to get flashed. But I'm gonna ride it like that. But you guys are gonna hear it in the next video, not in this one. We're gonna ride it to see how it performs. It's gonna be raining all these days, so I might send out the ECU before I take it out. So, I don't know. In the next video, we'll see what I did. But this is a wrap for today's video. You guys need to see the next video. So you better hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because it's worth it.